Killer, crash them party, bust them fiesta, clap them 40. Madu pack them shortly. One bomb inna the fish pan them nasty. What do them me no know what do them? What do them me no know what do them? What do them me no know what do them? How about the blood clot them? You a junkie. Pussy we a killer we no boss. You a find for your room na your boss house. You sweep the yard and Sean walk the dogs out. No fi wash it plate them so the yard sort out. Back soap. Shut up for your all bout. I know you can't say you're not snort coke. Head lift up off a body for your want smoke. Stop calling sick and name that your chance smoke. Your bank book empty, just like your passport. Pussy, people we kill you no go out. Full up, anybody face me a war about. The new king you know, bumbo clock out. Alright, what do them me no know what do them? What do them me no know what do them? Alright, what do them me no know what do them? How about the blood clot them? One side, foot up with someone no drop on that. Further who junkie, that chat. Bust off mouth pumpy, water. Strap, anywhere in the country we shatter. Sprat, call my name not the bar, your bar. Help, see a man and nearly make you kill your self. And no come on, pussy skin we start melt. Now beat you like your father, don't no pussy clap belt. A headshot, big stone, shot on your health. Left that, test something else, and find shelf. Which rich madness, and can't pay your rent. The people them your hoe, I come for every cent. Clip back, hip back, face and dent. Bitch, that call man phone and vent. You want which block, which enzyme of strength. Head flick back and every demon want repent. What do them me no know what do them? What do them me no know what do them? What do them me no know what do them? How about the blood clot them? That dead boy. Camille, you no run place, you no run left it. Pussy mother, if you pray when my gun wreck it. Shoot up your head, we should get another gun get quick. Sunday cleaner, you get. Hey, done well. Yeah, guard. Them must say, oh, me can't see you. Then at the top for a minute. Keisha says she no get the cost for a minute. Every session no buy the snacks for a minute. Come in, fly out and make the cash for a minute. Start the more stuff for a minute. Me and the crocodile chit chat for a minute. Couple rifle, couple Chris Glock for a minute. Come in, then that's on the whole place lock for a minute. Hey girl, can you stop for a minute? Take off your jaws and your top for a minute. Up me no, stop like that for a minute. Would not kill you with couple back shot for a minute. I feel sober, so me get fresh for a minute. Call up, me call me cash for a minute. Pussy said them a lead, stop them a mimic. I saw them wobble, saw them drop every minute. Come in here, just a minute. Never not tell me more, this guy me not gonna limit. Me have them gyal I want more, I no can get it. You know the vibe, I see the life, I don't believe it. Come in here, just a minute. Never not tell me more, this guy me not gonna limit. Me have them gyal I want more, I no can get it. You know the vibe, I see the life, I don't believe it. Me just swing the berry top on my belly for a minute. Link up and rick up on my celly for a minute. Say she want fuck, pull up, that for a minute. She sing for the cocky like reggae for a minute. Me say you hot girl, now fuck struggle for a minute. Baby, me a come home steady for a minute. Man a band star, them a roll every for a minute. Pop it down, fed up, bust the road, Shelly, and we did it what me need. Just a minute. Now man a tell me more, this guy me not gonna limit. Me have them girl I want more, and me can get it. You know the vibe, I see the life, I don't believe it what me need. Just a minute. Now man a tell me more, this guy me not gonna limit. Me have them girl I want more, and me can get it. You know the vibe, I see the life, I don't believe it. But I'ma tell them how me grow up for a minute. Get pussy fast, never slow for a minute. Suit out, put the shoes smart and a gimmick. Shoot out, every tools on. Me a bring it, get the food down. Buy a new house, every minute have a few hours. Not the pool house, me a dig it. She ready for do it all, I'ma trick it. If you hear she lick the ball, I don't trick it. What me need? Just a minute. Now man a tell me more, this guy me not gonna limit. Me have them gyal I want more, and me can get it. You know the vibe, I see the life, I don't believe it. What me need? Just a minute. Now man a tell me more, this guy me not gonna limit. Me have them gyal I want more, and me can get it. You know the vibe, I see the life, I don't believe it. What me need?
Just a minute. 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 Just a minute.
All right, all right, all right, guys. Check, 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 check. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Just a minute. Just a minute. Can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? How are we doing today, guys? How are we doing? Big up to everybody passing through on the live for today. How are we doing, guys? It's a pleasure to be here, everybody. How are we doing today on this beautiful Saturday evening? It's indeed a beautiful day. Nice and sunny outside. Nice little wind here and there. It's hot, but not so hot as it was yesterday. Oh my God, guys. But I appreciate each and everybody that's joining in on the live for today. It's June 13th already, guys. The 13th of June. Anywhere in the world that you are, guys, big up on yourself. Some place that you are might be a little bit cold, a little bit cooler, a little bit hotter. But guys, you know, I'm here on this beautiful Saturday evening. Hope everybody is doing well. How are we feeling today? You know, hope we're, you know, it's a pleasure. Always a pleasure being here, guys. Always a pleasure. Big up to everybody joining in on the chat. Big up yourself just a minute. Thank you for joining in on the live today. Big up yourself, Dean Marshall. Always a pleasure when you pass through. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up to everybody in the bushes watching. Guys, don't forget to be active in the chat. If you have not yet, like up the live, guys. Make sure that we're liking up the live. We're subscribing to the channel if we are new here. And again, we are supporting the channel, guys. You know, anything that you do, guys, is greatly appreciated. We're out here to deliver the content and just to kind of have, you know, not kind of, but have fun with it while we're doing so. It's a pleasure when we talk about what's happening in the space, you know, what the apps are saying about our artists and kind of about push back on certain narrative, agree to disagree, and just keep it moving, guys. No emotion, no feelings, just strictly facts over feelings, just the logics behind things. So personal shout out, guys, to my members who are part of my membership program. Guys, don't forget, if you have not joined in yet on my membership program, guys, don't forget, you can absolutely do so. It's never too late, guys. If you you can obviously re-enroll into the program if you have yet to enroll into the program. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. Went ahead and I pasted in the chat to Mellz Vlogs, guys. My new channel over there, posting short vlogs over there, things like that. So you guys can go over there and check it out. Thank you, guys, for your support, all that you do. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok under Mellz One Sad Revolutionist. Guys, same name wherever we go. So we're still out here, guys. We're still out here, and we're paying attention to what's happening on the charts as far as how Masicka is streaming. We know that the impact is already there, but, you know, we have to keep an eye on the streaming as well, based on how our artist is out there streaming and based on what we know so far, that when it comes to Bossy and Slip and Slide, you know, it's a song. These are two songs that we have been preaching, that we're taking with us, dragging us into the summer. And as we are boastfully slip and sliding into the Masicka universe, guys, Bossy holding down 6.2 million views on YouTube within 2 months. Slip and Slide 6.9 million views within the month. So hopefully by later on today, guys, we can get Slip and Slide to 7 million views within the month on YouTube. You know, what can I say? What can I say? Slip and Slide have taken over dancehall by a storm. We have already proclaimed it to be the hit from day one that we heard it. Not just us, the fans, but the entire people approve Slip and Slide, and it's no wonder why it slipped and slide past Bossy. But again, guys, make sure that we're supporting both songs, and we're doing so on all major platforms. Spotify is my place to be. YouTube is my place to be. So I tend to preach to you guys Spotify, YouTube. But again, guys, don't forget, there's other platforms, a lot of areas that you can listen to the music. Don't forget, Apple Music is over there. You know, there's, you know, other streaming platforms, right? So let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing. Support our artists. We love and we appreciate all that Masicka does. So as the fans out here, as the vlogger out here, just have to come out here and preach to you guys each and every day. Just a reminder to make sure that we are buying and we're streaming on all major platforms. Never too late for a show of rain, guys. If we have not done so, guys, just do the right thing. Do the right thing. Make sure that we're out here supporting the artists to the best of our ability, guys. And don't forget, as we gear up, guys, and we make our way into summer. Summer is around the corner. Our album is ready and waiting. So which means that any day now, guys, our album should drop. any day now our album should drop, and we are ready here and waiting to see what Masicka, of course, has in store for us, guys. So we're here, we're just chilling and we're relaxing on this beautiful Saturday evening. Checking everybody. Hope everybody is doing good. Everybody is doing all right. Don't forget again, guys, on your way in, make sure that we're liking up the live, guys, making sure that we're doing the right thing, guys. Big up to everybody here joining in, listening in. Again, it's an absolute pleasure to have you guys here today. So, guys, just with a little bit of announcement, guys, a little bit of announcement. Some of you guys may know, some of you guys may not know, but checking around today, and what I noticed is that Kartel album it dropped to number 3 on the US iTunes chart. So again, versus moving forward, it literally moved backwards. So again, it seemed like you're losing the momentum. They're accepting defeat from Judas Kiss from Kemar McGregor. So what they're doing is that, they seem to be falling or backwards. They're moonwalking. As I love to say, they're moonwalking like Michael Jackson backwards, of course, outside of the chart from number 2. Instead of going forward, they're going backwards. No, they are number 3 on the charts right now. Judas Kiss still holding down the number 1 spot on the chart. So one thing I must mention when I did check was none of these albums had songs charting, not even in the top 20. So it was kind of an eyebrow raising moment for me as well, as far as what's going on here. Like them talk about Shaggy and Shaggy album, and they talk about overthrowing Bob Marley's album. But when I see I think there's like there's 3 songs from the Bob Marley album in the top 20, in the top 10, in the top 20. I see Shaggy in the top 10 as well, type of thing. One of these days, what I'm going to do, guys, if I'm able to like attach my iTunes up to my laptop, I'll be able to come here and I'll be able to share it with you guys so you can know exactly what I'm talking about and you guys can see the entire thing into place. But when you go on the iTunes chart, of course, you know that you have the songs and you have the album separately. So what I did notice, which was kind of like, what's going on here, was while, producers and artists were they were fighting over the number 1 spots or the number 2 spot or whatever spot there is, none of the individual songs from their album was currently on the charts, for the songs per se, for us to say, all right, then we can see where the album are there number 1 or number 2, because we see the songs them gradually climb and make it way up on the chart. So just to say that, guys, I never see that none at all. Never see that happening. Basically, I see the Bob Marley album, which is Bob Marley's back at number 2, by the way. I've seen, the songs from the album, of course, it's literally in the top 10 and top 20 on the chart. So that for me would be something that I will look at to say, all right, then the artists are going with a bag of things as far as the album is concerned, versus just holding down number 1 and number 2 spot or number 3 or whatever spot there is, just because it's there to hold down to. So again, guys, I want the people them do the right thing. Don't make this weird. Don't make this awkward for us. Don't make it be a case where right then certain things can easily be bought. Again, so that's what's happening, but allegedly, not saying that these things are happening, but again, make sure that we're doing the right things, because what I hate for seeing my artist go number 1 on the charts and people accuse him possibly of buying his way there. I don't want to become that, or any artist for that matter. So Judas Kiss, God on time, when to do the right thing, stop with the fuckery. Again, allegedly, when I say that's what's happening out here, but me like things when things just organic and just, going in the right direction, versus people out here speculating and controversy surrounding the whole reason why you're here to begin with. Just do the right thing, right? Buy and stream on the artist music, implore on the fan base to do the right things. And I would believe that they will do the right thing. So on and off is long and worry about, spots and this and that, like Dalmatians, right? So that's what I would say where that is concerned. So again, do the right thing where that is concerned, I have some things I want to talk about today, guys. I'm not really wasting time, but I just want to go into it per se, because since we already start off with the whole talking about the album and where these 2 albums, what they're up to and things like that, might as well just continue the conversation by just talking about the whole album thing before we get into other things. So I would have noticed that J Progress the other day, he came out and the people were asking him, J Progress, did you listen to the album? What you have to say about the album? And he he tend to double down by saying that, oh, me not listen to the album yet, me kind of hear some song on the album, me will review the album. When we're ready to review the album, me kind of disappointed because, you know, the whole controversy surrounding Vybz Kartel the other day coming out dancing in his underwear that never sit well with me. I don't know my feel, but me not in a rush for you know, go over this whole album thing. But today, guys, today's the day he did drop his video talking about the album. We're gonna react to it today because you know, glad to hear some of the things that he was saying, because some of those things I have been saying as well, as far as the album is concerned, type of thing. So guys, when the truth come out, no matter who from out it come from, we just listen to it and we just run with it. Sometimes certain things is been said and we don't agree, we just push back on it. But when things are said and we agree, we just agree and we just keep it moving. HM in the building. How are you doing, HM? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. Big up yourself, HM. One side. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. Also have Golden Eye in the building. Bless up, Mellz. Big up yourself, Golden Eye. How are you doing today? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. So, guys, me could just tune in and hear what J Progress have to say, because again, guys, he had a whole bunch of things to say, and I think he was well spoken. I didn't, you know, mince any words, type of thing. So let's take a look based on what he has to say, and then we kind of like share our views on.
Me peeps, me see a video where Mark X man lick down a woman in a watchy tone.
Oh no, that's not it. That's not it, guys. Sorry about that. That's not it. This is the video, guys. This is the video. Pardon me.
Guys, when you pressure me so much, if you go listen Vybz Kartel album and review it. Me go listen the album, guys. Me go listen the albums. Obviously, we see how the album are going. It's a Vybz Kartel, the UK support for the album is crazy. The album, in terms of Vybz Kartel level, is going on well. So, me listen the album and me have to just give my honest review on the album. Whether them want to say me rate Vybz Kartel or me don't rate Vybz Kartel or me bias or me don't bias, me could give a review on the album. So me listen the album. The song with Vybz Kartel and Mavado. Shot. The song itself, God and Time.
Guys, what do you think about the Mavado and the Vybz Kartel? Because me personally, me not see the hype behind that song there for real. Before me listen to the album, people were saying to me, oh, Mellz, you need to listen to, you know, because again, me have some Gaza associates, they're in their feelings, and they, when me say in them feeling, them hyped up over the album, and they were like, I'm like, bros, calm down, let me listen to the album myself, let me give my 2 pieces based on how the album is, and we'll get back to Hono. But one of the things that they were rushing to me and they were telling me about, in, you know, message me and stuff like that, they were talking about them, you know, the mere fact they must say, oh, Mel, hear the Mavado and the Kartel, it body. I'm saying, stop on the Mavado and Kartel like that for, like, when since, you know, Mavado become friends like that, where, you know, literally love the union and the unity between the two artists, them and the song where, you know, the two of them have out there. So, for me, guys, me I tell you the truth, me never like that song there. Me really and truly, me not probably because me did them that tell me about it from forehand, where me that expect more from it, but me not like that song there as much. So I just on the conversation of J Progress saying that, you know, that was one of his favorite from the album. I know that prior to him making this video, he was saying that he kind of heard a snippet of the Hype Live, the song between Kartel and Mavado, and them kind of like what I'm here so far. So apparently this is one of his favorite. I mean, to each is one, right? They would say, but not my one of my favorite. Not my favorite on this album.
Which I saw the album name too. That song, The Shot.
And then again, as far as God and Time, guys, we already have that conversation there already. I think a lot of people can relate. Most people can relate that song. Foggy really, you know, dig deep in them toenail and find a 1 year again. Rub 2 brain cells together and really make this song work. And you know, we can disagree to agree that that's a good song. That's a good song on the album. So no surprise there. J Progress mentioned about God and Time.
The song when named Business. That song, The Shot. I mean, remember the name of the song where Vibes Kartel put on an old time rhythm, but him do it a kind of old school type of way. You know, it can go on, the song they can go on. But you see, other than that, people, me feel like Vibes Kartel just fling some song on the album, yeah.
All right, I think this is where things get really and truly serious, guys. It really gets serious here because again, you know, we have come out and we have talked multiple occasions about this album here. And you know, I literally, you know, said the same thing too, as far as the album is not well put together, right? The album is not well put together, and we can definitely see that type of thing. People are not stupid, people are not blind. Now we saw where J Progress literally came out and he had, you know, the most to say regarding this. Like, that's how he felt as a what Gaza man out here. That's how he felt in terms of like some song thrown on the album. And I've said it before when I reviewed the album. That was something that I had said regarding to how I felt about the whole album thing. The only song on the album, or maybe the only two songs on the album, is the first and last song that geared towards God and time. Everything else just seemed to be thrown in. And again, when we talk about artists and their musical growth, we didn't see growth happening here as far as album is concerned, because this is nothing different from what he did prior to the album that he submitted for Grammy this year.
And collab with some big name to get a little support from their audience as well.
Yeah, and that's definitely a factor, right? Half of the album is a collaborated album, and I personally, I don't have any issues when it comes to artists collaborating, because you know, when it comes to Masicka collab with numerous amount of artists and vice versa type of thing. So me gonna come out here, play hypocrite, beat down somebody for a collaboration when me know art, then Masicka is one of those artists where in peers, you know, them pull from him, or you know, him co-workers, them pull him from time to time to really and truly out here doing collaborations. So we can't beat that. But my thing is, my point, same what J Progress is saying here, that the people them we literally draw for the collab is like, it's expected that these people are supposed to give you a strength on the album. So either way you take it, whether they, you know, whether it's a banger or not, or whether me bring my A game or not, these people would be able to back me up. Perfect example, the Wizkid song. We know that the Wizkid song gonna lead, not necessarily because of anything special that Vybz Kartel has done on the record, but because, you know, yo, a Wizkid we are talking about. Same thing with Faruko, or Faruku, if that's how his name pronounced. You know, I was a butcher to name them type of thing. That's exactly what's happening there. You know, with Faruko, like big in the reggaeton Spanish market, said it's only natural for him to gonna lead with that song as well. Positive Divine in the building. Big up yourself, Positive Divine. Thank you so much for those 200 jewels that you have provided on the live for today. Thank you for your support, Positive Divine. It is greatly appreciated. Big up yourself. Thank you for your support.
Pull up 20 Matic Aspa, Wednesday, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Village see there, ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style. Run now. Act like your body. Run him down. Oh. Hey, just act like your body. Alright. Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
All right, 56 in the clip, but Positive Divine has given us 200 jewels. Big up yourself, Positive Divine. Thank you so much for your support on the live for today. It is greatly appreciated. Yeah, so, you know, again, with the collabs we have seen, we are specific type of artist was being collaborated on the album, so which means that it geared towards strength, right? Strength on the album, whether we want to agree to it or not. The fact is just there type of thing. And for those who want to come and have a bag of things to say, right? The last album Masicka did, we're not talking about the EP, but you know, we're talking about the last album GOK with Masicka did. Yes, there were collaboration on the album, but we can never say that those artists that Masicka collaborated on the album is geared towards giving him any form of strength whatsoever. He collaborated with Spice on the album, and you know, we know, you know, that we could never say that. And there were other people who he collaborated with on, you know, the Chronicler that he collab with, you know, on the album as well. There is Friday, he collaborated with Friday, and what's that? There's an other collaborator, I forget what, you know, the girl name, Favor that was collaborated on the album, but we cannot say in any way, shape, or form. Yes, it might help to, of course, both of them collaborating together, making magic happen, but we cannot see all right then. Masicka had any intentions to see all right then, you know, make a put them people upon the album because, you know, they're gonna give me a strength on the album. Guys, a Masicka we are talking about, you know, just make it fair and square of what it is. Yes, HM Fave. Yes, and I really love that song too. People always talk about that song, the Masicka and the Fave, right? With a little bit more promotion, hopefully. They were saying that it could have been an absolute bigger banger than it, you know, than it was. But again, we are grateful for what we have gotten. Never say never. And you know, when it comes to great music, always time speaks for it as well. Look on different songs that Masicka has throughout the years who have made his appearance in and out of the charts type of thing. So, you know, we're grateful for that type of thing. But J Progress is right on point here as far as, you know, the album there for him to get a strength. And that's just what it is where that is concerned. Slick in the building. How are you, Slick? Where have you been, man? Where have you been? Big up yourself, Slick. So good to see you today. Big up yourself. Slick in the building. One up, Mama Mellz. Big up yourself, Slick. It's a pleasure to have you here. Big up yourself. Thank you for passing through on the live for today.
But out of 10, would I give the album a solid 7?
Guys, I remember how much me grade the album? Remember, say a 6.5, me give the album, you know, and me break down reasons as for each and every song when me listen to, and as far as the overall thing. So 6.5 to a 7, but me not really, you know, we close right here. So what they must say, great minds think alike. What are we saying here? Or people are judging this album for what it really is versus Gaza Nation coming out to act like, oh, this is the best thing there is on earth. No, it ain't.
Vybz Kartel God and Time album would I get a solid 7. Somewhat disappointed because 3/4 of the song them depend on me skip them. Me tell them 4 songs.
Guys, you hear that? Guys, it's been let me tell you, when it comes to an album, guys, an album is a solid body of work, months and months of preparation, sitting down, making sure that you pick and you put together the right songs for your album. Guys, you know how long me know hear one album where me can literally say, yo, like, me listen to the album, yeah, and me just a skip, I go through, bro, like, and I've listened to quite a few albums. And, you know, when we talk about album, you know, one of the albums, them, you know, I always run back to, bro, are the Kez album. And I can tell you when I listen to Kez, not one skip on the album there. Not one skip. I mean, not exaggerate. And this has nothing to do with the mere fact that Masicka has a collaboration on that album. And if truth be told, yes, we know that because of that Masicka collab, it did a lot for that album. But the Masicka collab is not really my favorite on that album. One of my favorite, but not my favorite on the album. There's so many songs I can go back to, I can relate on this album. And people, it seems like they're not out here doing their research and know how to approach albums or whatnot. And if you don't know, like, I feel like some people out here have too much free time on their hand for not going out and know and understand certain things. If I'll be completely honest with you, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same results. So all you have to put an album up for Grammy, you never win. In my opinion, if Grammy's supposed to start rank the album them or rank the project them in the category as how them fall, all right, then you are number 1, you win, number 2, number 3. So far, you know, we would be surprised. I mean, no fear facts if Faggy would have been last of the last, because me listen to the album them and me could have make, you know, maybe me wouldn't be perfect as far as how the album would be ranked. Maybe me would have probably kind of like lose it somewhere between Jesse and Mortimer, right there. So, but me know for a fact say, yo, if Kez never win, it would have be Layla would have win. It makes sense. Come and listen to the album, them guys, and we know how the album is supposed to. There are certain things that Grammy is looking for. So we're not out here doing our researches and know, all right then, say, boy, an album need to tell a story. And if me can put together this so-called album, me need to ask myself, all right, then what kind of story the album me I tell? And this story, what it a tell, is it moving? Is it moving smoothly and moving from song to song into each other? Type of thing versus again what Jay was saying here and what I was saying as well. Everything just seems to be all over the place like this one big tornado, this roller coaster just all over the place. It don't make no sense. The album is God and Time. Explain to me how God and Time have to do with Genie and have to do with soft girl era and have to do with big business and confession. Guys, make it make sense. It's out here and it's literally there for us to ridicule and put our views in. We not try to bash nobody or talk down upon nobody, right? Masicka put together him album and him call it Generation of Kings, right? And when we look on the album, we can see on that album what made that album Generations of Kings. The topic of the matter, we can see it from songs to songs. We can see it. We can see the story from it. And speaking of album and speaking of Masicka, one of the projects where a lot of people may not talk a lot about outside of, according to what they're saying, that is because there's no facts based on that, just feelings based on the fact that, the clash happened, the EP drop, and people had the most to say. The EP, I always go back to the EP and say, all right, then guys, if you don't want an album, EP album, same thing, that really tells a story and really is the simplest form of Grammy-worthy, look on that EP. It tells you her name is love. And the man talk from the source of love, lifeline. The man have please, where him literally, her name is love. And we know when a man being vulnerable to a woman. And the list continues, on the album. And it goes on and on and on, and everything intertwined into one another as far as the album is concerned, type of thing. And that's what we would have expected to see on this particular album that dropped. Slick says, Gaza man, them say a faggot first album this, so they mean first album. What the hell? So I guess them secretly admit the others are trash. Like, what are they saying? There's so much albums Kartel drop. Vikings, all of them album there, and the one when dropped the other day for Grammy. Like, that makes sense. So maybe what they need to say, Slick, or maybe what they want to say is this is the first album that they have taken so seriously. Right? They care about the numbers, they care about all of that stuff, and it makes you wonder why they care about these things all of a sudden. And there's multiple things that came to mind. Remember, say Case come out and win the reggae Grammy Award, and him come out, Kartel come out, and him did make mention to everybody like, listen, I'm gonna do a reggae album. But where on this album strikes reggae? There's what on the which song on this album strike reggae? Me not say no song on the album that strike reggae. Some me for understand me not know what going on, right? So General Ush in the building. How are you, General Ush? Big up yourself, Thank you for joining in on the live for today. For some reason, I look down on the chat. I'm not understand how much does. I never see your text right there. So big up yourself, General Ush. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. Big up yourself. Gunners one side also in the building. Big up yourself, Gunners one side. How are you doing today? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live today. So guys, you're out here having a conversation. Because Gaza people say we're out here bad mind, and every day we get up and we live on faggy name and whatnot. However, when our artists drop songs, when other artists drop songs, them are the first to pick it up and run with it, and them have the most to say about it, guys. But whenever people talk about their artists, they're up in their feelings and they're crying and they're crying and they're crying, type of thing. They're moving the goalposts, mama. But all when them put posts in front of Faggy with no goalkeeper, him still tush. Absolutely. Yeah, we most definitely. Type of thing. So let's just continue based on to hear what Jay Progress have to say here.
Really listen. Business, the one with Mavado. God and Time and the one pan like old school type of rhythm there. And the Ongo song them me really listen. The girls sang them sound like Kartel really do them song they just female see them alone, female see them listening in them room. Like
guys, we never tell you no. When me telling about the girls song them say me they say it, you know. Me tell her say yo like people just a hype up the album for no reason. Remember say no, it's a Gaza man this, you know. It's a Gaza man this, or maybe we can say a former Gaza person. Remember with this, me say it, you know, the girls sang them, no make no sense. Me say the only probably one me could have pulled from the ashes and say maybe we can try that one here or the one with Spice, the Confessions. You get what I'm saying? I'm me telling already, say me still not see that song. I say to run nowhere in a summer. Me not see no song. And as a woman, me tell you that. Me not see none of the song them right here so upon this album. And me can say, all right then. I go run dancehall, summer approach, I go run dancehall. Like, bro, make it make sense. So, what am I going to do? Kill J Progress, you know, film where I say right so about the album. The girl song don't make no sense, and you the man bring it to the mirror fox say, yo, the man like he make them film and see them in a them house or whatever, just a dance and like this not no dancehall worthy. But me no can't blame Kartel really. Because who the hell fucking all of this money, all of this car, all of these houses that you're buying, like who promote this fucking album? Like who promoted it? Like for really make certain things pass on this album. Certain stuff can be telling us say, yo, the song, one song with the on the album, me remember what name. Me tell us that song that shouldn't have on the album none at all. It should not have made it on the album. It should not have made it there. So who are past these things and who out here really and truly you know, with this album, like, bro, like, me lost for words. Me not even know what to say, bro. Like, people out, like, make it make sense. And those the Gaza people, them out here use them out and fluff up the album and all different type of things versus really and truly what them supposed to do. I buy and I stream the music. Them out here I fight with other, you know, people, you know, for getting the album at #1. But say the album, they are #1 on iTunes. What then? Because this, me not say where the songs really them a stream like that type of thing. So yeah.
Personally, the album here really show me say Vybz Kartel for just go on. Bill. Me feel like
yo, the man say Vybz Kartel for just Bill, bro. Like you can't make this shit up, yo. The can't is not a crux. This man is not a crux, and this man is not a vendetta. This man is not an unruly. Yo, I'm just saying.
the game I left Vybz Kartel still.
But the man said the game what?
Me feel like the game I left Vybz Kartel still.
Oh, wow.
That enthusiasm then in the music again for Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel kind of too rich right now for enthusiastic about dancehall anymore. And that me get from the album.
And to be honest with you, like, guys, this has nothing to do with how much so-called money that we feel as though he's been making, or, you know, however it is, because things can out there be facaded and people be like, oh, wow, amazing, what's going on type of thing. But I really and truly, I don't think that this has nothing to do with Vybz Kartel has checked out long time ago. He has checked out, and we have been saying it since the starting of the year, before all of these things were posted up on all of these to where he is right now. Like, he has checked out of dancehall a long time ago. Masicka tell us, boy, brain, but boy, like, me not understand why it take on so long to realize this. Why it take on so long for understand what really and truly is going on, as far as this man has made an exit out of dancehall a long time ago. This has nothing to do with the money him so-called showcase or the things or the stuff them when I buy. That has nothing to do with that. This man literally cannot go on anymore. And versus moving and stepping aside gracefully, he's holding on to dear life. For what reason, bro? Just give it up. Give it a rest, my friend. Give it a rest.
The enthusiasm gone from the music. The passion gone. Vybz Kartel get too rich. That drive them did it again. Because if this are the album of all albums for Vybz Kartel, that one is very disappointing. And without even comparing, me go say something to you. Alkaline do an album with no collab at all. And it go on good. Me now watch his sales because we know people can spend money in a people favor to make things look a certain type of way. Vybz Kartel put a lot of collab on him album, but he put a collab with some artists who have an impact.
Yeah, absolutely. And just kind of really want to run that back based on what J Progress has to say, because I mean on the whole topic and conversation when it comes to album, I would understand that people tend to, of course, they pick apart the album between you know the No Kartel album and the Alkaline album. And for me, you know, obviously there was a lot of things that was said in the beginning as far as Alkaline album is concerned. But again, this is something that I've spoken on numerous amount of times on my live. And I will say openly, the Alkaline album, of course, in my opinion, would be a much more better album than the Vybz Kartel album. For one, everything seemed to be more organized in a certain sense, and as far as people were just doing their due diligence, supporting their artists. This topic of big discussion of, you know, this running up and down on the charts type of thing wasn't an issue. And we have seen this back and forth between Gaza and other people fighting over number one spot. And because they're not getting the number one spot, they're not getting their way. They're out here fighting and they're out here, you know, behaving, you know, the most type of way, type of thing. So again, kudos to Alkaline on his album. Yes, we were saying that having collaboration on the album, it, you know, it was kind of an eyebrow raising type of thing, but we know how Alkaline tends to go to work. But no man is an island, Alkaline, nobody stands alone. We would have loved to see collaborations on the album, but again, no collaborations was there, and yet the album did extremely well. We saw where it did well. We saw where it topped the different charts, and we saw where it was making moves and making waves, you know. It wasn't a case where, you know, the album was there and the songs were not moving. Both songs and album was moving throughout the charts, right? Making its way, you know, as far as YouTube views. We see all of these things taking place, type of thing. So for Vybz Kartel and, you know, his minions to out here running out and having the most to say, all right, then I still have not seen where the songs per se on this so-called album is been making waves. I don't see it dominating in the, you know, in the diaspora per se. In Jamaica per se, people are out here talking about it. People are talking about the impact of this album. Like, what song on this album is trending and people really gravitating to it like that? People singing the song over and over. I mean, I see that happening, right? But to the Alkaline album, we can see, all right, then we know that Gal Good right out the block, you know, whether the controversy, whatever was surrounding it, people gravitate and was hanging on to that. So, you know, money pull up, and until right now, we know that the impact on that song is still there after months, right? After months, the impact, what, 2 months, the impact is still there, right? What song on Kartel album can we see, all right, then it's gonna pick up to that level and really and truly have dancehall in a chokehold in a certain type of way? I mean, I see that happening. I really and truly don't see that happening.
Where their supporters is going to support the album as well. It's not a bad move, but all in all, solid 7 for the album. Not even 7.1 or nothing. No. Solid 7, nothing more. Personally, the album is kind of disappointing for people who know Vybz Kartel and the type of artist he is.
I'm not disappointed because I know when it comes to album thing, not Masicka, but Kartel have not been one of those artists where mother put in a conversation as far as the album is concerned. You know, Gaza camp album has not been one of those things where people can really run out and say, all right, then album a drop, yes, we're gonna do this and whatnot type of thing. It has never been that. You see right now, you know, it's like them have to have a whip over the people them back, allegedly them buy the album, and them still not buy the album. Some of them are disappear few much days and whatnot, returning, not buying the album type of thing. So it have not been, it's new for them type of thing. It have really been new for them. So again, all of a sudden, album has become an important thing in the camp, and good for them. But what I want is for people to come out and speak truthfully about the album and drop the body of work, leave it, and let the fans and let time do its work based on the album. If you feel as though you drop a great body of work, I don't think that you need to be interfering. And I think there's a lot of interference been happening as far as this album is concerned. So many confusions surrounding this particular album.
It's kind of disappointing. I was expecting a lot more, a lot better from the album there. But I saw it go. Everybody have them review of the album, or them like it, but my voice have an impact, obviously, because the people them dunk on me. J Progress, 1 year review. And without any prejudice, without any preminence, without any rate this or rate that, that's my honest review. Vybz Kartel, I was expecting a lot better from the album. The album and no enthusiasm in it. The passion is not there for dancehall. I think you have a different drive right now. Now it's just about putting out some music and make some money. But that's something there for dancehall. Me can't see Vybz Kartel, it gone. No for the song them as me say. Like, you just pick them up and fling them panny.
Yep.
There was even another song, I can't remember the name, where it come like all Vybz Kartel, Vybz fuck up. But nevertheless, him still do his song.
Yeah, we talk about that, guys. We talk about that. Him sound off key, him sound really and truly off key. What song was it? I forgot which song was it. That's what I'm telling you, like, there's nothing really memorable about this album. It's not like, you review it and nothing out there, we really stick and you remember even the name of these songs, in all honesty. But there's a song on the album for real where, him the sound off key, bro. Like, him I try to sing and him the sound off, bro. And even him own fans were saying things like if him did probably get some backup singers and whatnot, it would have worked well for him and stuff like that. And that's what it is, bro. That's what it is. Giving our honest feedback on our review on the album. That's what it is.
And him know ain't go come out good. The vocals, the clarity, and all of that, it never ready. But it may assure you, him just put out an album because him promising people them one. The album is a 7 for me. All right, they say it there. Believe.
All right, so guys, how we feel about J Progress, guys? Everybody check in. How are we feeling? How we feel about the whole J Progress type of thing? I personally, guys, wanted to come and talk about react to this video because again, I was on the internet when he put out the video as pertaining to people was asking him about how he felt regarding to the album. And he said that he will do the review when he's ready. And I saw today where he did do the review, and I said, might as well just react to it because, again, they said the more the merrier. The more the merrier, guys, hear what he had to say regarding the album. And again, not far off based on what a lot of people has to say. And his words tend to hold, in my opinion, more weight, given the fact that we know say he's a Gaza fan, Gaza supporter. However we want to put it, this man is not one side. He's not vendetta. He's not... however him call himself these days or whatnot, but he's more geared towards Gaza than anything else. And for him to come out and give such an honest feedback, which we're hoping. That's what we want to see, guys, loving the music more than, certain biased things out there in the music. I think sometimes we tend to be, so somewhat not honest and feel as though we cannot come out and speak towards the truth and based on how we feel about certain type of things. And again, it pays. Your words have more weight when people can say, all right, then we can come to this page and get information. We can, and that's what I want for myself too, where people can come to my page and be like, all right, then I got here with Mellz after because at the end of the day, she not gonna be biased and just a fluff up Masicka and go on the more step away. Guys, my brother come out here and not say nothing at all, keep my mouth shut. If I ask about it, I can say, all right, then we probably look into it, whatever the case may be. But now come out here and lie through my teeth and fluff up Masicka for no reason at all. And he's my artist and I don't see where he needs, fluffing up or whatnot. People are entitled to their opinions. These opinions, you might agree to disagree type of thing. But again, as far as I'm concerned, type of thing, Masicka has this album around the corner, And I, for one, is very, interesting to see what it is. And if there's something on it, that I possibly may not like or not my favorite, that not mean say me can't come out here and talk about it, but because me say Masicka one, me just need to, not say anything or whatever, or if me get asked about it, like, come on guys, make it make sense type of thing. But again, when it comes to album and when it comes to Masicka, that's something that I don't have to worry about. I never have to come out and fluff up Masicka for whatever it is type of thing. So kudos to the artist where that is concerned. And speaking of Masicka, guys, I came across this video, and of course I want to react to it, of course, as far as this was from, let me tell you exactly who. It's from Taylor Drive Media. Like I don't know what these people are up to, But again, like Taylor the failure. I don't understand. Like, you're always out here doing the most type of thing, always doing the most. But I'm glad I have a platform out here where we can come out and we can, talk about certain things. All right. So as far as Taylor the failure came out, he talked about Tommy Lee having more hit songs than Masicka. And I mean, this is something that probably to some, maybe a bit controversial type of thing, very interesting topic, but I wanted to come out here and definitely have a whole conversation about this video that was posted, because me telling you all the while, guys, like them say Masicka doesn't, according to them, right, Masicka doesn't hold any weight in a dancehall, Masicka this, Masicka that, but they cannot simply leave Masicka out of any conversation. These people, I think they're alleged Gaza supporters. I think they support Gaza, and they're out here doing the most. All right, Siobhan, out here doing the most, saying the most versus buying and streaming your artist album. Again, check the numbers today, and things doesn't look so great, doesn't look so wonderful out there. Siobhan, you guys, you have to check the numbers from morning. Siobhan, you wash and brush your teeth from morning. I hardly doubt that, but instead you're out here on people's platform. You guys are doing and you guys are saying the most. You guys are posting your videos. You guys are doing and you're saying the most. And again, I did look at the numbers and nothing has changed from the last time that I spoke, guys. Me telling you. Again, they make me for the share real quickly. We don't know coming. I want to be like my out here, tell lie and I make up things like some of them Gaza people are. What do you Siobhan run out and tell me some baga numbers? Go to me, go check it for myself. Come realize I never go so. Them talk about them on certain chart, tapping certain charts and realizing say not never go so. So Siobhan wanna have bigger fish for fry. Stop come on my channel, come a fool at yourself, bro. Go and go brush your teeth, go and go wash your face. Go and go buy and stream on the artist music, because watch that style here on YouTube. See the song 7 days a week, bro. A week on Genie on a hot girl song on a half for the year, bro. Or for the album. It not even a broke, bro, a 3-digit yet. I'm have to talk about the numbers, because me know say Gaza wanna thrive off of the numbers. So the things them wanna love the most, I hit me want to use and beat because me know say yo are them things they wanna love. Right here we have big business 341K now. Go on somebody in a 7 days, but for the world boss and the big fan base, so them have out and things said this. So that be 1 million views by now. But what do I know? What do I know, Gaza people? Here we go again, the confession with him and Spice, 70K in a week. So me no understand the Gaza going with over here. Watch over me then see a big song out there too. 7 days, 141K. We are see out here as well. So the Whiskey there, we tell about the Whiskey already take up speed to 74K views in a 7 days. See it over here. So dancehall thing, 122K views in a 7 days, right? Yes, so we have some of them were the 3-digit, but some of them out and really going to win on type of thing. So again, you worry about me, Siobhan, and if you worry about me, bro, then if you go stream on the artist music and see what's happening over there type of thing, right? Instead of walk from pillar to post, so people, other people streamers when they hear Kartel name on a spider sense just start to tingle on the every and everywhere. So right now, so the arena now keep. The arena now keeps. So just a minute you text in the chat and say for number or maybe just a minute say for them number the arena. That's all them numbers they talk about arena. That's where their numbers are, right? So the arena show now keep. Hey, remember, see, I want to show me see Vibes Kartel for the year so far, Siobhan and company, whoever listen to the chat, the Gaza people them. What is happening for Vibes Kartel? The only show me seen for the year so far in a Cayman, right? What else is there on the books? Oh, I think he might be a regular, no? A regular him go there. So you got to tell me, say the big world boss, the man was supposed to sell gold and platinum and silver and China wear and all different type of wear, bronze and everything else or whatever, you know. You tell me, say only two shows me can talk about for the year. The man is supposed to have show back a show. So them are, them feelings with Footer Hype when Footer Hype say Sean Paul on a Wednesday night, Sean Paul solo. Like, we can't hear the player, we for us hear the game, bro. Them are saying, I compare an artist to Sean Paul, right? How much show Sean Paul do for the year so far? Like, may I tell you? So, like, that makes sense, guys. That makes sense because it not look good fun out here. When I worry about here, I worry about the wrong thing. Wrong thing on the out here, I worry about. Slick says soft girl era. You hear the Gaza man say Slick, them sang it with Vibes Kartel do on the album. I feel him see them for do in them house. Here a Gaza man, I know we say it, and the Gaza people them say it's the soft girl era, yeah. And of them sang them say around the summer are supposed to run the summer. See that 82K then a 7 day. Tita right so everything them run out. Then I want nobody sitting about Kartel. But to bad Spice soft girl area 2.5 million views and somebody did say yesterday what type of man put a song like soft girl era upon them album. You understand? So I don't know if I follow back or what now. So Spice soft girl area 2.5 million views in 4 months. I mean, would expect they say do a little bit better still, but compared to what we see the so-called soft girl era over here, so 82K in 7 days. That makes sense still, God. And that really makes sense to me. And them say I this album here run the cut. But run the cut, me don't understand. That's what I tell us. So when it comes to certain things on the charts, it can be manipulated. But certain things cannot be manipulated. What on there? Speaking of manipulated and charts, let me see something there. Make we see, cause I said what you know, so maybe pan Corb. Maybe pan Corb.net. The numbers then probably for Vibes Kartel probably update over there. So which means that the big bad album supposed to stream over there. The song them individually. Let me see what I go on right here. So I say missing another 7 days, 7 days. Let me see what Corbs are right here. So this is off 6 of the 9. Today what the 13th. All right. Not about the album dropped the 5th, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 4 day. All right, me see guys, pan Corb, me see what go on over here. So if any of the song them thing there. Blood clot. So catalog biggie, man. Be a fuckery. Alright, me see what go on there. So me see if any the 4 days, if any of the song them drop right over here. So vaccine. Kartel is song near vaccine with the fuck 18 streams per day. What the fuck? You want me 5? What the fuck? I want them a song you do. Guys, I want to get lost in another maze, That's the song them want to look for really quickly and run out. Nando in the building. How are you, Nando? Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Nando. Thank you for passing through on the live for today, Nando. Big up yourself, Nando. Say one Mellz badness. Big up yourself. Nando, thank you for those 2 jewels that you sent over. And thank you for those 2 jewels you send over. Thank you for your support on the live for today. It's greatly appreciated. Big up yourself, Nando.
Pull up 20 Maticas spa. Benz, empty barrel. The killer rock chain like Django. Feel like see them. Ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style. Run now. Act like your body. Run him down. Oh. Hey, just act like your body. Alright. Run. Hey boy, a 5069 clip. Run.
All right, 50-60 on the clip. Big up yourself, Nando. Thank you for your support. Thank you for those jewels that you sent over on the live. It's greatly appreciated. All right, so guys, for all just joining in, guys, make sure so we are like up the live. Make sure so we are subscribed to the channel. If we are indeed new here, guys, don't forget that you can also support the live as well. Support the live stream, guys. Whatever you do is greatly appreciated. If you're just joining in, we're here. We're checking the numbers, guys, because for some reason, me scratch my head because me can't understand where album at top certain charts, but the songs them not really make no much sense to me at all. So we're here checking with the charts, checking on Corb, because I mean the chart has been updated, and on Corb we know that this chart was lastly updated on the 9th. So I mean 4 days in we probably can get some Kartel numbers and some songs on the album here. So me there in the maze yeah check. You get what I'm saying? To see what really are going over here, so type of thing. So based on what me I see, I'm not seeing another song them. I'm gonna feel like I need to get all the way up here, so really unsure. Like, I'm not seeing another song them. I'm not seeing another song them from the album. People Spotify now work. What really are going? I'm not see that. What really are going right here? So I'm not see nothing. None of the song them. I'm not saying none of the song them, guys. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep watching, we're keep looking and see what's going on. See what's going on as far as, you know, the album is concerned. Keep an eye on it. Again, I'm just out here being curious, checking and see what's going on. You know, then you know they were bashing Masicka when it comes to the EP, saying, "Oh, nobody not listen to the EP." However, on Spotify, we know that there were millions of views that was on Spotify as far as, you know, the EP is concerned, but people were saying otherwise and things like that, where the album is concerned. I'm talking about like collectively, you know, as far as the stream is concerned for the EP. And again, that EP was created wholly and solely for the ladies. I mean, never see so much man come out and talk yet and a bash a project that was made for the ladies. Slick said first week sales look shaky. For me, really and truly, you know, Slick, as far as when it comes to the first week sale, I'm not really a bang on them things that too much type of thing, because me did already make it be known that for me personally, you know, because when it comes to Masicka, me not do the first week thing there with Masicka. So you know, really and truly, that's my personal opinion. That's just how I feel. I'm not gonna come out and I'm not gonna talk about the first week sales with no we know about no artists and a laugh off of other artists where me tell where I am specifically speaking towards the mere fact that me now put my artist to no limitation about no first week sale. If other crooks want to do that, or other people want to do that, that's, you know, that's up to them. But for me, really and truly, me never see where it used to be a thing in a dancehall before. I'm not yield to certain things in a dancehall where, because these fan bases are moving around the goalposts, what do them in a top about arena? I try to force Masicka in the arena, Masicka in the arena show. No, really actually not talk about the arena show anymore. Now we're talking about album. Now them talk about first week sales. So if you realize we're a crocodile out here and we're supposed to while and think things for ourselves and how we want to approach the music based on how it's supposed to be approached. And we have to play by them rules and regulations to be worthy as far as the music is concerned. Because really and truly, Slick, as far as the, you know, this first week sale is concerned, there's so many different ways we can dissect and we can look into this first week sale type of thing. It does not make the album a hit. It doesn't make the artist album a miss. See, big Kez, what was Kez Nande first week sale? But I not talk about Kez first week sale. And six Kez have Grammy stung a yard, probably I get a dust by now, much months now. Stung a yard, I get a dust. But I not talk about the first week sale. Does that mean it's not a great body of work? Grammy worthy? And it's like you never deserving to get the Grammy. As sometimes we know say these award shows, they don't do the right thing. It's not that that's the case type of thing. So that's how me tend to look at the music type of thing. Right. So I'm not gonna really flag out Faggy if it's a case where, you know, make my thing now would probably more be like, you know, guys, what really happened, because I want to come out here and I promised all of these things. And I say, all right, then for them fan base that is not us, and I said them I promise this and not the amount. So if them I promise all of these things to people and cannot deliver, me go ask we out here, me ask question and say, all right, then I want to say we're not gonna sell XYZ what really go on. to be the biggest fan base out upon this world album, as them claim. Me we ask question, but me not go come out and say, oh, laugh and say, oh, them only sell XYZ type of thing. But again, sometimes people out there them set up themselves for failure. And when it comes to Masicka, I know nobody out there set up Masicka for no failure and I say, oh, them better sell this and them better sell that. Them know nobody come to me with that type of thing. So just to kind of like lay that out there again. As far as this first week, this and this first, sale that when 438 did a dominate pan charts and whatnot. Nobody ever care about the first week sale, even though we did a very good job first week sale, and we had different journalists and people came out and congratulate Masicka on these type of things, but nobody ever really that bang and talk about first week sale. Gaza never that talk about first week sale. Vendetta never that talk about first week sale. So why all of a sudden, because certain people album a drop, all of a sudden, them just we're gonna create this goalpost, guys, and this is what we're gonna make it to be. No, me not really in them thing. That we're not gonna yield to what other fan bases are doing. We're out here doing our own thing. As long as it's not against the music and against the what makes the artist complete, I stand firmly on that. So again, guys, without further ado, let's kind of move into this video here. Again, Taylor the Failure Drive Media came out, talk about this video with Tommy Lee versus Masicka. Again, you know that Masicka name always in the conversation. For what reason, I don't know. Masicka literally doing the finishing touch on the album. Any day now we're supposed to hear and hear some news as far as when the album will drop. He's there focusing on his thing, and yeah, these people out here just doing the most. Always comparing him to other people, and now he's been compared to an artist who has been out there, who has peaked before him, has had a longer career before him. So we're going to take a look, guys. We're going to probably read into some of these comments here, because some of these comments on this video was very interesting. Agree to disagree. So let's gonna listen to the video. I'm gonna share my two pieces based on this whole ideal and just lay it to rest once and for all. And why would that be? And why would that be? And why would that be? And whether an artist has a bigger catalog than other artists, what does that mean? What does that mean? Every artist is out there creating their own catalog or whatnot. And we know that when it comes to catalog, what is a catalog is just this embodiment of work or songs that the artist has. Different these songs, of course, can be placed into different categories. As you would have said, some of the, a gun song, as I say, weed songs, girl song, however we want to put it, type of thing. So again, just to kind of like clear the smoke completely so people can understand and have a clearer vision of what's going on here. Just because an artist have a bigger catalog than another artist does not make that artist with a bigger catalog a better artist. And that point blank period. Let's continue. All right, so I would love for that. Hold on. All right, guys, hold on for a second. I literally just look at my StreamYard and realize there's no freaking sound coming out of this. So you know the deal, sometime, because I'm gonna tell us saying a StreamYard come like say, it have its own fan base out here, guys. So I'm gonna just unshare my screen and just share it again. That always do the trick. My apologies, guys. So let's run it back. Let's just run it back. All right,
no, what did I say? Family, all right, come look on the stocks them, all right. Kartel the number one catalog, then Vado, then Popcorn, then Alkaline. So take out them 4 your tide, right? So Family have a bigger catalog than Masicka?
Yep.
So given the fact that there was no sound, let me just run that back type of thing. So even when an artist has a bigger catalog than another artist, it does not mean that the artist with the bigger catalog is a better artist than the one with the smaller catalog. And this has nothing to do with Masicka per se. It's just a general statement per se. I could not say, for example, just for argument's sake, all right, then Valiant as a Valiant is a better artist because he has a bigger catalog than Tommy Lee. Let's just take Masicka out the conversation for a little bit, just so it kind of like clear, and it me seems like I'm being biased type of thing. So what is a catalog? Again, me run that back really quickly. Of course, it's just an embodiment of songs where artist has. And of course, you know that these songs, they are, of course, broken down into different categories, right? We can talk about catalog, like, you know, for the entire remainder of this live, because there's so much ways that you can break down a catalog for you to understand that, listen, hey, it's just an embodiment of songs, right? But we have quality and we have quantity when it comes to a catalog, and that is something that we can talk about. When it comes to a catalog, there is also conversations of impact. All right, then, with all of these songs are compilations of songs that this artist has. How has these songs impacted the dancehall genre overall? Those are conversations that we need to have, right? Just because, again, a catalog is bigger than somebody else, it does not make you a complete artist, right? Yes, they talk about the hit songs, and yes, they talk about who has the more hit songs type of thing. But we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this whole conversation. But let's continue to listen here.
Yep. Tommy Lee have more hit song than Masicka. Don't remember dig up Tommy Lee.
Guys, how do we feel the ones them? But I love to hear the ones them in the chat, you know, guys. How do we feel about this? For the music lovers, for the one side, how do we feel about this type of thing? Is it true that Tommy Lee has more hit songs than Masicka? How do we feel about this? Where did this conversation come from all of a sudden, guys? Like, where is Tommy Lee? What is Tommy Lee doing? Type of thing. The last time I checked, I thought I heard that he had this whole tripping in Europe and stuff like that, which kudos to him, by the way. No shades or whatnot. But I'm just kind of like curious as to where and how and why this conversation comes up from all of a sudden. But how do ones feel about this? I have my two pieces and my 2 cents based on this whole conversation, but we'd love to hear from you guys. How do you feel overall based on this whole Tommy Lee Masicka type of thing as far as hit songs is concerned?
Catalog dog.
Boy, I forgot to dig up in the cause. But you know, sir.
Tommy Lee have more hit song than Masicka. So I don't know how you put Masicka in a top 5.
Dog, remember saying no? All right.
You get PMI.
Which 2 year Tommy Lee run off dancehall?
Which year?
No, when I say.
Yeah, guys, so we can, very short video, I guess, 48 seconds. Would have loved to hear this whole, conversation as to where it stemmed from and where it was going type of thing. But again, don't really know who is who on the conversation. But one of the things that was talked about here was what year was Tommy Lee, or what years was Tommy Lee running off dancehall. We have to understand that as far as both Tommy Lee and Masicka is concerned, both of these artists are 2 different artists, hopping on the space in 2 different times, right? So as far as this whole conversation is concerned, I just want to start out by literally saying that that an artist will do their best, right? They will do their best at the time that they peaked. And we can talk about Tommy Lee per se. Tommy Lee in his career, probably around, say, 2012, 2014, thereabout, I would say that those were some of the best Tommy Lee years. You guys can fact check me on that, where that is concerned. The same way we can throw Alkaline in the conversation from time to time, because we know that when it comes to Alkaline, 2016 Alkaline peak. So we can see around 2012, 2014, thereabout, we know that was some of the probably best years of Tommy Lee's career. Same way we can say about Alkaline, 2016, around that time, artists peak. Guys, maybe not every artist peak, but artists, they peaked, right? Which mean they were hot artists running the dancehall space in their own way, hit songs, all of those things take into consideration. So in an artist's peak time, it is expected for them to do better when it comes to impact, whether it comes to stream. So Tommy Lee, see him again, like 2012, 2014, they're about, cannot compare to Masicka stream today. Cannot. Here's why. Because one peaked, one was progressing. And at the same thing too, when people tend to put Alkaline and Masicka together, as far as when the conversation of peak and those things is concerned, like the fight has to be a fair fight. Even though people are gonna say that, listen, hey, that Masicka and Alkaline came on the scene roughly around the same time, but one of these artists peaked before the other. Right, so which mean because one peak before each other, the artists we're speaking, of course, we know that the impact and the streams and all of those things would be in effect for that specific artist. While of course, when it comes to Masicka, we know that he was gearing up his momentum to where he is right now, and we can say for the past maybe it's about 8 years or so, if not, some people put it to 10. I want it to be fair by saying for the past 8 years or so, Masicka has been consistent and has been progressing, been peaking in dancehall, never fall off, just been consistent to where he is right now. So again, one peaked, one was progressing. So Tommy Lee slowed down, right? Tommy Lee slowed down and he's not peaking anymore. So now that Tommy Lee slowed down, not peaking, not happening in his career right now, what you think will happen now? Right? What you think will happen now? So the progressive artist will surpass, right, and outdo that artist. So Tommy Lee has songs, for example, Tommy Lee has songs 12 years ago with 30 million views. Masicka has songs 8 years ago with 30 million views. So do the math, because 12 years is a 4-year stretch from 8 years ago. So which means if Masicka is constantly progressing with a song 8 years ago with 30 million views, in 12 years, where will that song be? Could never be 30 million views. It's already at 30 million views. So what that looks like is, of course, that the views will, of course, run up on that Masicka song. So that's how we have to look at it. But when it comes to, of course, certain different fan bases and whatnot, they tend to kind of like cover up things and for it to suit their own well-being and for it to suit their own fan bases, right? When we look at both Masicka and we look at both Tommy Lee, music and things like that, obviously that when it comes to Tommy Lee music, it's way more back in the day, 15 years, 12, 13 years ago, right? And Masicka songs that he has done 4 years ago, for those have still given those songs a hard run for their money, or surpassed those songs within 4 years, 5 years, within 6 years. So these are the conversation and these are the math. These are the streaming math that we have to come to the conversation about, right? So, what happened when you decelerate, guys, and what happened when somebody accelerate, right? The person who is accelerating, of course, is going to pass the person who has decelerate. And we see where Tommy Lee is that artist who has slowed down, and all the artists in dancehall. So where Masicka don't catch him neck and neck yet, Masicka will catch him in a couple of years or a year from now, most definitely, because Masicka is consistent and is still progressing in dancehall, still is. While some artists, even though they may get streams here and there, they're not, nothing really and truly is not happening for them in dancehall because they are literally outside of their peak. Right, so remember too that the completion of an artist is not based on how on how many streams an artist has either, right, or the catalog type of thing. So that is something to definitely bring to the table and to bring to the forefront as well. So it's about the impact and how much you have contributed to the genre entirely, right? So just on the topic of hit songs or whatnot, what are we What are we using to judge these hit songs? Are we using overall hit songs for Tommy Lee and for Masicka? And we can ask the question, what makes a song a hit song? Right? We can ask that question. What are we using to judge those songs? Are we using the stream? Because the stream alone cannot make this song a hit song. And thank you again, Siobhan, for popping up in the chat out of nowhere again. But we can also ask the question, since you are here, Siobhan, with a song like Panic, 10 million streams on Spotify and on YouTube, but where is the impact for this song? Who is talking about it? And if this song is doing so well, how is it that nobody is talking about this song as a part of summer conversation? Anybody who is talking about it is just relatively Gaza people. So there's so many conversations, guys, that we need to bring to the forefront. It's like Masicka. Right now, as we know, Masicka is right now, and people are comparing Skipper to a Masicka. Like, are you crazy? And when these people are comparing a Masicka to a Skipper, let's just be real. Nobody now look on no catalog. You realize that? Nobody now look on the mere fact says Skipper have such a tiny catalog. Let's be real. Nobody now look on that. However, here they are talking about the mere fact here. Oh, because Tommy Lee have a bigger catalog. And the mere fact that, oh, Tommy Lee tend to have more hit songs. And the same thing they must say about Skipper. Oh, Skipper have more hit songs than Masicka. Like, are you crazy? Are you dumb? Or me could I really want to put up Masicka against a Skipper or a Skipper against a Masicka? Me could say that. It's not fair. How is that even a fair fight? How? And again, the argument lies and rests as far as a question I would ask to every single body. What makes an artist complete? Is it what they catalog? The streams of the artist? Just the hit songs alone? Or there's a compilation of things that makes an artist a complete artist? Because me can't classify myself as being the man if me really and truly is not a complete artist. Where's the versatility? You understand? So these are questions that need to be asked. Positive Divine says, who does Tommy Lee ever inspire? Let me pin that really quickly. I'm gonna pin that really quickly because people need to understand out here that the music run deeper than we think it is. We cannot just take apart certain things and be like, all right, then me go move with this, but me go left that piece over. And I said, go people, that's not how it works. So Positive Divine says, who does Tommy Lee ever inspire? And that is one of the number one questions that you have to ask yourself. You have to ask, literally. Because what makes you a complete artist is by you inspiring others. You have to be an inspiration out here in the music. Why Bounty Killer and Beanie Man name and Shabba Ranks name and Ninja Man name and all of these great artists before? What makes them live on? But they never really come back and talk about no catalog. Back in the day, at the impact that they made in dancehall, the people who they have inspired. And when you can hear, these great people come out, these veterans, they can come out and talk about the newer generation who inspire them. Remember me tell us that speaks big volume. That speaks volume, people. Because how much veterans can really come out from time to time and say, really and truly, like, me get an inspiration from the younger generation without them feeling as though, listen, the younger generation need to do much better. And even some of them, they might be thinking it, they might not be saying it, but just to bring my artist into the conversation because he has been brought into the conversation. The Buju Banton is there as living proof. The Bounty Killer has been there as living proof. K Putan has been there as living proof. Morgan Heritage has been there. Gramps has been there as a living proof. And the list goes on and on. People. Protege has been there. Kez has been there. All of these people. You feel like, say, if me I want artist and me want to put another artist on my project, me just go put an artist on my project just to put that artist there. And I say work, it must be something up special about the artist. When I say, you know what, me I work on a project, I may need Positive Divine for the on the project there. It have to be a reason. Me not just put people, I go put artists and just put people on them project for put it have to be that level of respect and inspiration too. Positive Divine also says that my little cousin grew up as a Sparta, even draw my little son were born in a 08 in a it. She was murdered. I'm sorry, Positive Divine, but was unalived at 19 2 years ago. Tamale run in dancehall made no sense. Absolutely not. There's nothing special about this artist being in dancehall. And remember, one of the things that I love about the evolution of dancehall, each and every one, and also to Positive Divine, one thing I love about dancehall is one time we used to make certain things slide. And we used to like cahoots up with everything and kind of like make certain things just go and we don't care and we just run with certain foolishness, the gimmicks and the foolishness. But really and truly, in a 2026 as we're in a right now, we get to realize and see people are pushing back and people are speaking against what no longer serves them. And that's where just bringing the conversation back to Gaza made no sense in dancehall 2026 right now, because we know the things that they have done in the past that have caused so many struggles, so many negative things in dancehall. We have the youths, them doing so much things negatively towards themselves. The shock value, the bleaching, and everything else in between, we have seen it. I'm going to tell you already, said Tamale are really one artist in a dancehall when me tell you, say, me not listen to like that. If something need forgive, I need forgive on an honest opinion. Me go do what me need for do, but me not go put on my Spotify or my YouTube and say me run go listen to Tamale. You're crazy. Me telling you what that go already. They must say the whole name behind Tamale, you know. And since I have to talk about it, guys. You know why I have to talk about it? Because it is said that they might talk about hit songs. And if they might talk about hit songs, bro, we have to bring everything in at the conversation as to, because these people, when them say hit songs, them really and truly what they mean or what they want to say is Tamale is a better artist than Masicka. That them really want to say no, without them really saying that. Right? So I'm gonna bring to the conversation and talking about because when it comes to hit and when it talk about impact and inspiration, all of these things, skills and talent, depth of the music, all of these things walk hand in hand together, and we cannot separate them and take apart what we feel we need and what we don't need. We just go sweep it behind we and not say anything. So that is just the elephant in the room, what these people are trying to gather at by saying that, listen, hey, we can say hit, but really and truly what they're trying to say or what they really mean is they want to get to the conclusion to say that Tamale is a better artist than Masicka. And we can say how. Right? How, why, where, when, type of thing. Right? And we have to get into the original story behind, of course. We can talk about Tamale and how Tamale got his name to begin with in dancehall. Remember, say Tamale name, you know, his name was was Tommy Lee. And he got that name from this rock and roll artist in America by the name of Tommy Lee. And I won't say much, but you guys can go do your research. And which probably some of you guys will already know the story behind this whole name and this person and the things that this person has done. This Tommy Lee person in America, by the way, who this Tommy Lee I've gotten his name from, the things that that person has done, not just where we are talk about what we see, but where them come out of their mouth and where them talk about. So to each is his own. And if you let me tell you, the Tommy Lee from America wasn't happy with the name of Tommy Lee in Jamaica. So Tommy Lee Jamaica love the name so much. So much that versus changing it, he just added the Sparta to it. So you are telling me, guys, if you're a man out here where willing to inspire the youths them and be an inspiration to people and do good and great music and show for talent and skill in your craft, you just gonna name yourself off as somebody who, you know, out here representing all of these things that's filthy and that's lewd. That makes sense to me. So again, to positive divine feedback or comment, who has Tommy Lee inspired? But I can tell you who my artist has inspired. He has inspired the youths. He has inspired this entire generation. He's a whole ambassador. He's definitely one that people in general look up to. People from previous generation, people from this generation, even the ops, some of these ops, they look up to him. Because me can tell us, say, I have ops acquaintances from all over. And when we are out here, when we're having conversations, when we're debating, and certain points hit home, they can say, boy, Mellz, I saw and some say, but Masicka, you know, Masicka bad artist, and me rate this and me rate that. But you know, them can't come out and say certain things. So for them camp or fan base can hear them and hear certain things, them can't come out and say all of these things. So again, who next will they put up against Masicka the Great? Who else will they put up against him? I've seen so many people have put up so many people up against Masicka. And yet he has come out so victorious as well. So explain that to the oppositions. But Marley said them got tired for see my face. Them can't get me out of the race. So that's exactly what's happening here. Siobhan, thank you for passing through. And guys, don't necessarily have to time out Siobhan, you know. We're over here doing facts not feeling, Siobhan, over here. And no matter what you're over here, you know, saying, to each is your own. You know, those facts over feelings over here. Attacking me personally, I think I'm going to what? Cry? Crumble? Fall over? What do you think? Yeah, I'm reading your comments. I can't read the comments. Mellz, why don't you lock off your channel with 8 people? Don't worry about the 8 people over here, Siobhan. They're over here listening and they're entertained. And when the Masicka album drop, they will be supporting the album. But what you need to go and do, Siobhan, you need to go and support your artists based on what he's over there doing. So you think your comments in my comment section is I'm going to feel sad and I'm going to feel intimidated? Siobhan, White? I could have 2 people over here, Siobhan. You feel like some out here? I'm out here for wonder and think about what Gaza people have to say about me and see about what I have to do out here. But you know, one thing nobody can say, Siobhan. When certain channels over there and they're doing and they're talking and they're saying the most, nobody can say Mellz over here talk about anything other than Masicka and buying and support and stream. Don't matter what you say, Siobhan. So I can read your comments. You think I'm moved or I'm shaken by what you have to say? I'm not moved or shaken by what you have to say, Siobhan. I want 2 people out here supporting. I'm still gonna be out here. Still gonna be out here doing the job that I'm supposed to be out here doing. But anyways, guys, not sure that. That's that, guys. Yeah, guys, so with the whole Tommy Lee Sparta situation out here, guys, as I mentioned, that the whole conversation out here is to, of course, make it seem like, you know, Tommy Lee is a better artist than Masicka. But we already laid that to rest type of thing. Nothing be consistency out here, right, Siobhan? Be consistency out here, all the time will tell, right, Siobhan? So even when they were out here, guys are out here fighting Masicka, again, we just make the music speak for itself type of thing. And so far, Masicka music has been speaking for itself. You know, me turning on my live, coming out here from day to day, it's been speaking for itself type of thing. So, of course, we're just out here and we're just waiting on, of course, the album to drop. And, you know, we're just out here very much so excited. Positive Design say, Mellz, you're lucky. Yeah, give him response. Your channel is growing and will be successful. Of course, Positive Divine. Like, I'm like people out here that think I'm going to cry and roll over. But let me tell you all the time, warrior bloodline. I'm telling you, warrior bloodline. People out here scratching their head wondering what's going on, bro. Why is she still out here? But I'm telling you, Siobhan, pity a lot of you guys won't even know. But yeah, Positive Divine, you know, sometimes they feel like though they can pick at you and feel like they can, you know. But I don't say it work, man. I don't say it work. Type of thing. Yeah. Yeah, guys. So again, with the whole Tommy Lee type of issue, the Tommy Lee type of issue, just want to lay that to rest, guys. When I see to them, you're like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is happening here? So of course, definitely wanted to come out and address that situation. Big up yourself and General Oosh. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. General Oosh said this is the best Croc channel. Big up yourself, General Oosh. Thank you for that comment. Of course, you know, I try, you know, never out here, you know, fluffing up or try to, you know, you make the people them crown you type of thing. Never out here, you know, acting above and getting ahead of myself. But big up yourself, General Oosh, for that comment. It's greatly appreciated. You know, I'm out here trying my best type of thing. So yeah, guys, yep. So that's what's going on here. Let's see what else is on the agenda. What's on the agenda for today. Guys, you would have already heard from the shout that, of course, you know, say Munga Honorable, bro, like him, Munga Honorable him free as a bird in the sky. Of course, he is, you know, over the moon. Bit of controversy here and there. Just want to kind of like talk a little bit about you know about that per se, because you know that I think a couple days ago we were wondering what's going to happen type of thing. We know that he was in court, was in locked up for, you know, alleged, you know, unaliving somebody, and now he's a free man walking up and down as he please. So let's just take a look at this video, guys, and we kind of react a little bit together about it.
Skyrocketed into the forefront of the dancehall as it relates to him pending murder case, my people. I don't know how the thing got. He was charged for murder, him and another virgin. And a lot of people didn't even forget about it, the way how it did go along and so forth. But we see where the case got underway, and now we have some updates as it relates to the outcome. So we see where the likes of Munga Honorable was actually freed from the murder case, my people. I get them here and say, based on what they would have described as inconsistencies when it comes down to the witness story, my people. I don't know the crown witness, the lawyer, them say after them question them find say the arguments were poor and could not stand out in court, my people. According to even a more formal write-up, they are stating that dancehall entertainer Bunga Honorable has been freed of a murder charge stemming from the 2017 killing of Cleveland Smith, who them would have said is the cousin of Mr. Vegas in Akiwad, St. Andrew, my people.
All right, guys. So again, you know, I know there's a lot of mixed feelings around this one, as far as, you know, there are some people are kind of like divided based on the whole, you know, outcome of the whole, you know, story behind you know, him being free and whatnot. But you know, the court rules, and you know, he's a free man, thus, you know, out here, you know, he's free, guys, is free to, you know, go about as he please. He's, you know, no longer charged, and he's a free man, guys, to walk on about. Guys, it's been a couple of days since we talk about the Masicka universe. Of course, we want to check in to see what the fans are up to, what the fans are saying. And I don't want to miss it for the second day, because, you know, me, when it comes to the fans, I love to see what they're up to, type of thing. You know, not a lot of these fan bases out here can literally relate to what Impact is as far as the music is concerned. So I love to come out and I love to see and react to the videos of the fans, checking in what the fans are up to. All right, here we have I Am T with this one. Tammy, big up yourself, girl. Thank you for always coming out, showcasing your videos. Let me tell you one thing about Tammy, guys. Always some grimy Masicka song she always come out with, guys. I say, oh, they must say Masicka and no girl fans out here. I tell you. So big up to Tammy for this one. Inside the Masicka universe, guys. Let's just react to a few videos and see what happens here.
What me do? Lift me name now hurt like a king. Tell her lift up them skirt, what a thing. Boy, you will get hurt, shut a fling. I know me alone at the world that I sing. Enough money, broke pocket that I sin. Bad man, get a bump, pop a pin. What a pin, don't want city black a win. Cash a swing, bet never have a crop a spring. What me do?
All right. Let's see what else we have here inside the Masicka universe. I do have some videos here to interact with you guys today. Hold on, let me see if we have a second here. All right, this was another one here. Hold on. It's another one here from the Masicka universe, guys.
Let me get you in, cause I gonna love you for a lifetime. Lifetime, you call me fine time. Fight, this time, my lifeline. Tight, me love you fine, dear, because I gonna love you for a lifetime. Let me get you in, cause I gonna love you for a lifetime. Life best son, but the best come from the worst. Me never yet run. Them have to carry me in the earth before me step down. If you never born with it wrong, I get some. From me a little boy, greatness running on me blood. Greatness running on me blood.
What has happened?
Father God, me might not be your best son, but the best come from the worst. Me never yet run. Them have to carry me in the earth before me step down. If you never born with it wrong, I get some. From me a little boy, greatness running on me blood. Greatness running on me blood.
All right. Let's see what we have next in the Masicka universe, guys. All right, here we have this other one, guys.
I just a new beginning. Never change my circle, to my winning. Did have to change my company and Lou we living. And cut the from my belly, man, no to talk. I'm on no food to money, now go farm no food for shilling. Ask some mother from your 15 at the food me bringing. No care, small it is, way happy, that's the mood we giving. No one move we living, with it tattoo we digging. No move me rhythm, me think them different from the start. Who put me heart in every tune me singing. You them powerful like a war. Could you drop me card and fears? Put me man stepping out. I just a new beginning. Never change my circle, through my winning. Did have to change my company and Louis living. And cut the from my belly, man, no know to talk. I'm on no food to money, now go farm no food for shilling. Ask some mother from your 15 at the food me bringing. No care, small it is, way happy, that's the mood we giving. No one move we living, with it tattoo we digging. No move me rhythm, me think them different from the start. Me put me heart in every tune me singing. You them powerful like a war.
The youth them powerful like gotta walk, guys. Like when Tommy Lee can come up with them type of lyrics, yeah, bro. Right, me never see Tommy Lee on none of them song, yeah, bro, none of them inspiration song, yeah. So again, all right, where the inspiration there? Where is the inspiration? Masicka has the inspiration out there for them. I'm telling you guys.
Try everything and fail at the end. Depression of my family and failure my friend. Dark clouds to the rain day again. Me put my trust in my voice, me put my faith in my bed, me coulda trust mankind, me see them snake in a them, me spot the envy in a me see the hate him a said you woulda give them a start and them wait for you in the plate for empty a man in them rate you again. And people change up fast. Remember my life and not a day don't pass. My dreams start by the counter. Most of my friends life lost.
That's how we call inspiration, people. That's what inspiration look like. I say it all the time, guys. I say it all the time for these people to come out here, bro, and just literally turn on their fucking phones and just literally choose a Masicka song that they can relate to. Whether they must sing along, whether they must dance, whatever that they are doing, guys, I'm telling you, it speaks volume. It speaks volume. And some of them favorite artists out here, I not see where them things here are really are going with. Like, you know, big up to, you know, really love that video with what's her name, Short Piece Music. You can really say she feel the lyrics in the song you fret. And of course, that previous video again with you know, with Pretty Thai. She was the one that was getting the promotion earlier. Most definitely can definitely relate to our artists and the depth of the music, bro. Like I'm telling you. And to each his own, you know, not everybody can see behind the fuckery and the gimmicks and the low life and the low level music, but you know, as long as me have my platform, whether at 2 or 3 people over here, me need to put it at 8, you know, people, me need to put it at 8, but 3 or 2 over here. Learn long time, so where 2 or 3 is gathered, touching anything concerning Masicka, of course, you know. And that's how we gather still. But you know, I just love, you know, people just love how when they eat the day, I just love same way you love alone, guys. I'm tell you, once you move from a place of love, me I tell you, say yo, like the universe always back you up. Right? Me know what you fight no battles by myself, because at the end of the day, the universe always have my back, bro. Like I'm telling you. But love the videos, guys, inside of the Masicka universe. Again, yesterday, I never touched upon the Masicka universe. I'm gonna say, yo, literally today, I think about it. I'm gonna say, yo, I don't want to miss up on an opportunity today to really and truly you know, see what the fans are up to. And I literally had some videos sitting in that I wanted to share with you guys. And glad I was able to share those videos with you guys today. Guys, big up on yourself, you know, it's always a pleasure when to pass through and having conversation with me and keeping the chat active out here and just being focused, guys. Being focused again. Focus out here and you know out here listen to some people when them out here talk and I do the most type of thing. You know, sometimes they come and them try to like throw you off and whatnot, but them can believe and do whatever they want to do and think the way they want to think. And me say it already, me go say it again, guys. When it comes to Mellz, bro, wanna believe the worst, so I can't say the worst. You know what I say about Mellz, bro. I'm literally out here focusing on what I need to focus on, delivering this content each and every day. Right, delivering this content each and every day, and to each his own type of thing. People are entitled to their opinions, but what's not gonna happen? Wanna now go get me for roll over and play dead and roll over and just run and cry to my mother? That's what I expect for do. Nope. Mell's gonna come out and Mell's gonna deliver the content and just lock up my life and ship some champagne and go on my bed. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. You feel like me out here think about it. When me lock off my life, bros, like. Come on, make that make sense. Cobalt Uptown in the building. How are you, Cobalt Uptown? Big up your damn self. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day today. Of course, big up yourself, guys. Big up to everybody passing through. You know, big up to the oppositions, the well wishers, everybody. You know, big up on yourself. You know, for passing through today. Again, of course, this conversation has been a good one. Masicka versus Tommy Lee. We talked about the hits earlier. I shared my opinion where that is concerned. We talk about Kartel album falling off the charts, guys. Sitting at number 2 for how long? I know can't hold the number 2 spot any longer, but now they are falling to number 3 spot. Where you say London has fallen, London has fallen. That's what you call it? London has fallen, or Olympus has fallen. Maybe I'll have a tackle tomorrow that says Gaza has fallen. Well, they have fallen a long time ago, you know, type of thing. So that makes sense. General Oosh with a $10 donation on the live for tonight. Big up yourself, General Oosh. Says Mel play. Stay strong. Most definitely. Let me find a song the real quick and fast. Hold on for a second. Because sometimes, you know, I'm Spotify sometimes, you know. All right. Let's see. All right. All right, let's see. I'm find it.
Watch out. Yeah, we fall and rise, fighting for all our life. All our choices not right, cause we not perfect, we have a flaws and we not Christ. You can call it sacrifice. Man just wants to mama nice. Go and ask the kids them now the ghetto if life is a fucking paradise. Man would a love a car for drive. Yo, the shoes they are on my size. And my brother's shoes, that's how we do it now at cheer. But we still have to survive. JPS just cut the light off. We don't know how to turn on the pipe. My future no writer. Life just a ask me for show my mind. We still stay strong. Still stay strong. We still stay strong. Watch out. Yeah, we fall and rise, fighting for all our life. All our choices not right, cause we not perfect, we have a flaws and we not Christ. You can call it sacrifice. Man just wants to mama nice. Go and ask the kids them now the ghetto if life is a fucking paradise. Man would a love a car for drive. Yo, the shoes they are on my size. And my brother's shoes, that's how we do it now at cheer. But we still have to survive. JPS just cut the light off. We don't know how to turn on the pipe. My future no writer. Life just a ask me for show my mind. We still stay strong. Still stay strong. Man swear for my life, me never weak out when the rough days on. We still stay strong. Still stay strong. Man swear for my life, me never weak out when the rough days on, yeah. Big too young for make a change, so me used to wish for move me peeps them out the ghetto. Every youth for rich, another night without the food. Dog me used to this, and with a fight and with a lose, but me not new to this. Mommy, when I couldn't find the money, cool with it, straight to God me must buy a house with a pool in it. Child, if you're not busy, give me few minutes. Protect me, eh? But my gun, me have to move with it. Cause when my band, me never band with one spoon in it. My friend, them gone and them ass, me grave them soon dig it. More time we couldn't find lunch money. Dinner not sure when school finish. We still stay strong. Still stay strong. Man swear for my life, me never wake out when the rough days on. We still stay strong. Still stay strong. Man swear for my life, me never wake up when the rough days on, yeah. We still stay strong. Still stay strong. Man swear for my life, me never wake out when the rough days on. We still stay strong. Still stay strong. Man swear for my life, me never wake up when the rough days on, yeah. We still stay strong.
right, all right, all right. Big up yourself again, General Ush. Thank you for that $10 donation on the live for tonight. Big up yourself. Thank you for your support. Cobalt Uptown says, blessing Mellz, you are doing the work. Check the app. Definitely check the app. Cobalt Uptown. Big up yourself. Thank you for that 10 that you sent over on the PayPal. Big up yourself, Cobalt Uptown. Thank you for your support on the live for today. Guys, big up to each and everybody for passing through. Again, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's always fun to come and deliver the content on a day-to-day basis, guys. Big up on yourself. Thank you so much for being here today, supporting in on the live. General Ush, big up yourself again. Always a pleasure when you pass through. One thing I know, Mellz is a strong woman. Big up yourself, General Ush. Thank you so much for that feedback. Cobalt Uptown, thank you so much for passing through, and thank you for your support on the live for today. Let's see who else. Just a minute. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. Big up yourself. Positive Divine, thank you for joining in on the live today. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Who else you have in the chat here? Slick was in the building also, and Nando. Big up to Slick, big up to Nando. Thank you for passing through, guys. Big up. Let's see who else we had here. Gunners one side in the building. Big up yourself, Gunners one side. HM one side as well. Big up HM one side. Golden Eye was in the building as well. Big up on yourself. Dean Marshall. Big up yourself, Dean Marshall. Thank you for passing through. It was an absolute pleasure. Big up to everybody for passing through, guys. As per usual, it's been wonderful. It's been great. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Big up on yourself, guys.